What is up, guys? With the release of My Zoe, or however you pronounce her name, coming up actually really shortly, I wanted to make a video talking about my character predictions here. For season three, and there's only a few rules. For one, obviously no guest characters. For two, I will be using resold oh my god, sorry, better resold DLCs as a possibility. So, for example, how Anna and Armor King came back out even though they were DLCs. That still counts. Why? Well, because otherwise I'd have very, very few characters to actually pick from. I'd have, what, Wang, Christy, Bake. Like, those are some horrible picks for DLCs. Um, so yeah, let's just get straight into this and talk about characters that I think are going to be DLC. Now, are these characters I want to release? Some of them yes, some of them no. These are just characters I think will release, and I'm not going to be talking about guest characters either, because guest characters can go so far and wide, you don't really actually know who will release, you know what I mean? It's just a long shot. There's so many characters that are possible. So I've already spent way too much time on this intro. Let's just get straight into it. Alright, so a character that I think has a chance of releasing, my number 5 spot is Bob. Now, Bob is a character I've made clear I don't really like. I always found him annoying to fight, but it's not about what I think. Now, Bob is a character where there's actually a decent amount of people who want him back. Um, and it's like, okay, um, Bob players actually show up more than lay players, for example. You know how lay players always want their character back, but none of them play him. Bob's aren't on that level. Out of 51 characters, Bob was in 32. So not a crazy good pick rate, but it's pretty decent. Say if he were to be released today, I believe he'd be the 40th character before. Actually, well, let's say he was the first character of season 3. I think then we'd have 40 characters. He'd be the 41st. Um, I think he would have a decent pick rate. I think maybe like number like 25-ish or something like that. I don't think he'd be extremely high. I'm probably overestimating it, to be honest, but I think that he wouldn't be in the bottom 5. I think that he might actually get some play time. I think people might like him. I know a lot of people do like him. Um, so I'm putting my biases aside, and I'm like, honestly, this character does have a chance. I think he will eventually return in Tekken 8. If not season 3, then 4. And if we get a 5, then maybe then too. But, you know, Marduk is my 4th pick. Now, he's at number 4, but the snit list isn't numbered. It's just by characters I just thought of. I just put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This character is a character I think is honestly guaranteed to come back this season. I'm pretty sure. Like, if I had to bet on it, I'd put like 99% this character comes out. I'd be extremely shocked if he didn't come out this season. His pick rate, it's not, you know, amazing, but it's definitely not bad. He's number 24. He has a pretty good pick rate. He's at least on the top half instead of the bottom half. He's just slightly above the bottom half at number 24, but it's all good. He definitely has people playing him. Now, if that's because people like him or if it's just because he's just completely, like, his strengths are just completely stupid, now that's another thing. But I'm just going to say that a lot of people do like him. I know a lot of people hate him, but I know that there's also quite a lot of people who do really like the character. I'm sort of included, even if I think he's really, really annoying to fight. Did I just drop the death combo? But it's okay. But yeah, Marduk, 100%, I think. Well, I said 99, but no, actually, I take it back. 100%, I think, will come out in Season 3. On everyone's soul but mine, he will return. Now, for number 3, I have Cooney. This is another character I absolutely hate, and I just would rather not see come back, or at least would rather see her come back, just not as strong as she was towards the end of Tekken 7. Um, no, it's a little bit sad that I don't like her that much because I think her design itself is absolutely phenomenal. Like, look at that. I think that she looks great in Tekken 7, and even in general her previous appearances. Um, and like I said, I don't like her, but you know what? This is a character I want to give another chance. Similar to Bob, although I just realized I forgot to admit it, I want to give her another chance. Um, Definitely an interesting character. You know, could come back. They could do a lot with her. I just hope that her heat wouldn't be too strong. But I don't know. I guess we'd have to see if when she comes out. And I say when because, like Marduk, I think she will come out if not season 3, then I guarantee season 4. She will come out season 3 or 4. It's impossible that she doesn't return, in my opinion. this character, I believe, is the most popular female character in the game. Even though she was a DLC. I believe that she was... Okay, no. Okay, looking at it, she was actually one below Kazumi. Kazumi was 18, she was 19. So, she was basically the most popular character besides Kazumi. So, yeah. Julia. Probably the best female character next to Xiaoyu in my opinion by far. Extremely interesting in my opinion. Super fun to play. This character I love. I love this character so much. Um, I will say one thing though. They gotta nerf this move somehow. I'm not gonna lie. This move right here is a god move. What is it? Party Crash or something like that. I can't even quite remember what the name of the move is. This shit, it's just gotta go. That's really all I can say. This move just gotta go. But yeah, this character is insane. Super strong, but again, I love this character. I would really like this character to return. No, the issue with this character is her play rate. While it's not bad, it's sort of like Bob in that situation where she's not too high. She's what, 2 spots above Bob at number 30. Um, but for a female character, that's actually pretty decent. I'd say, sort of, because most female characters don't get that much play. But this one gets a decent amount. Or not that they don't get much play, they're more so in the middle, though. But this character right here would be a great addition, as long as they don't make her as stupid as she was. And I low-key do not remember how to play her. Why? I don't know. I guess I haven't played her in a few months, but awesome character. Please bring this character back. Just nerf this move or something like that. Or, I don't know. I think they can find a way to balance forward 1. This move is just incredible. I love spamming it though, I can't lie. So maybe I'm like a wolf in sheep's clothing when I say that. Use this quick time before my number 1 spot to mention characters that people ask for that I don't think will return. For number 1, that's going to be Bruce. I don't think Bruce will return. He's just not as popular as Falcon. A lot of people think Falcon is boring, which I guess is a fair opinion to have, but the pick rates kind of show the opposite. People love Falcon. He's more popular than Bruce ever was. But I do think that Bruce does have a spot. If he ever were to return, I definitely think they could make it work, because they don't necessarily play so, like, they're not a pick like, for example, Christy and Eddie that people want. Christy and Eddie is a horrible DLC pick. Eddie or Christy. We already have Eddie, so we don't need Christy. I don't know why that's so crazy for some people that we don't have Christy, but that'd be the worst DLC pick maybe ever. And another character I don't think will return is Lei. Why is that? It's because Lei just doesn't have the pick rate to back him up, considering he's probably the most expensive character in the game. And Eliza as well. She nothing needs to be said about Eliza. They'd have to completely revamp her and then maybe, but the way she currently is, I think she's the second least played character in the game. And for number 1, it's Miguel. It just has to be Miguel. This character is just so fucking awesome. I just can't see myself. Like, okay, here, let me put it into perspective. If I had to pick one character that has to return, and I got to make sure who it would be, I'd probably pick Miguel. He's just that fucking cool. I just really like everything about this character. I like how aggressive he is. I don't know, man. This character is just sick. I feel like we're sort of missing this character like this. Now, we do have some other characters sort of like Miguel, in my opinion, with how they fight. You're like, damn, that's a bit brutal. For example, Armor King, Brian, Dragunov. But those 3 characters, they're not Miguel. Nobody compares to Miguel when it comes to just straight, just regular street fighting. And just how brutal, like, his moves actually feel like they hurt. And I can't really say that for most other characters. Like, yeah, there's some stuff here and there, but this character looks like I just wouldn't fuck with this dude. Then again, I probably wouldn't even fuck with a character like Lily, but, yeah. But yeah, this character is sick. I just like throwing shit out with him. I guess for the video right now, why not? If you watched this point and before you clicked off the video, which I assume not many of you did, just because That's just how YouTube is. Usually the end, you know. Anyways, I do have a question for you guys. If you did, what content would you guys want more? Like, for example, give me more ideas. I'm not necessarily running out of ideas, but I also don't want to post and just not like I don't mind. So, like some videos just don't get much views. Obviously, that's fine. That's normal. Small creators, stuff like that. But I also want to do something that people want to see. Maybe sometimes I'm posting something that just doesn't interest you. Is there anything in specific that would interest any of you guys? And if so, just let me know. And I'll probably try to get back on being more consistent with posting. I just haven't been doing that too much, but I'm gonna try. I've been a little bit busier. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.